Welcome to the GEasy Class Pack Volume 1. My name is Gudrun from GE Designs, and I'm so excited to kick off this class series with this first video. Do you find yourself searching through your fabric stash for the perfect coordinates? Do you strive to be more confident in your color combinations? If you answered yes, or just love fabric, then a subscription to Goody's Color Club is for you. Goody's Bundle Club is a quarterly subscription program with carefully curated fabric bundles by me sent right to your doorstep. I handpick every fabric in each delivery with 12 half-yard pieces, which will only be available to Goody's Bundle Club members. In addition to an exclusive Stash Builder bundle, each delivery includes a booklet of information on the fabrics I have chosen, the fabric designer, additional fabric suggestions to use with a bundle, and quilt patterns that would be a perfect pairing with the fabric. Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to my live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi everybody, welcome to our show, our live Tipsy Tuesday quilting show. Thank you for being with us. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And then, of course, follow us on Facebook. hit that notification button so you don't ever miss a show. I hope we have a lot of new viewers with us. So welcome, welcome. Start it off by saying hello in the comments. Introduce yourself. Tell us where you're tuning in from. We always love to hear that. Now, throughout the show, make sure you comment, send us some hearts and thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. And you want to stick around all the way to the end. We have a giveaway at the end of the show for a $25 gift card to our shop. So welcome, everybody. Of course, we have on the set, running the show behind the scenes, Mr. HP is here. Oh, you turned yourself off.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
He is running it. It was a little trickster, the technology with us when we were kicking it off, wasn't it?
You just never know when the gremlins are coming.
Never know.
They just jump in there.
So we just try again until we make it work. So thank you for your patience.
We don't get frustrated.
No, thank you for your patience. He's got the patience of, I don't know what, a saint, maybe? I love that. We couldn't live without that.
That's why I cut my hair. It's all gray.
We are back from QuiltCon, and of course, so much to unpack, both physically and mentally. It was a phenomenal show. Thank you, everybody that came by. We have had such fun with our staff, our crew, and meeting all of you. Lots of new people, but lots of you loyal viewers that watch us all the time. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all those beautiful selfies. And you know what? We're going to share a little bit, a few photos, but you know what? There are so many photos taken. Andrea was shooting all over. So they are kind of still making it back from the show. So we will have more. But we will share a little bit on the show today. And then I have a great tip of the day segment for you, an update on our class packs and our quilting cruise. So our class packs are finishing tomorrow.
Quilting cruise.
Quilting cruise, yes. What? We've got 2 of them coming up.
2?
We got one that's virtual for our Stripology virtual retreat, and then we have to wait until next year for this other one.
Okay.
But we'll give you a little update on that. So let's start with announcing our winner from last week from our show. I asked everybody, have you ever been to QuiltCon? And our winner from last week is Susan Edseth. Congratulations, Susan. Her answer was never attended QuiltCon. Do you wear costumes like other cons? Like Comic-Con. You wear costumes. You dress up.
Comic-Con was there, too.
Oh, it was. That's right. It was in Atlanta. It was going on.
Some interesting people walking down the street.
Interesting costumes. But for QuiltCon, there are some quilted costumes. Might not call it costumes, but quilted clothing. And so, yes, lots of interesting garments, I should say.
I've seen a couple great quilted jackets.
Yes, quilted jackets.
Can you make those?
I can make the quilt part.
You know people?
But I do know people. Yes, yes. So you first have to make the quilt, and then you actually cut the pattern pieces from the quilt. So a lot of people have a hard time cutting into that quilt they first made. So yeah, that's the hard part. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever do that. I was jealous over some of the jackets. I would love to have them, but no. But like I said, our brains are still reeling. Mine is always reeling after a weekend at QuiltCon. Like I said, it was great to meet all of you. And if you are one of our people that we met that had no idea we existed, and you're watching us for the first time, we just want to say welcome. Welcome to the fun house.
Hi,
welcome to the fun house. So we have a few photos, just a few photos. Like I said, we are still, the cameras are in the van or in the trailer, so on their way back. But I just downloaded some photos off of my phone. I, of course, went through the quilt show itself and took some pictures of some of my favorite quilts on the show. There is a lot in that show. So this is not at all extensive showing every quilt. I had about 15 minutes to walk through maximum. So I was just snapping what I saw. I could not even make it through all the aisles. So just know that. Some of our favorites. And so you put together a little slideshow.
Just a quick one.
Yep. Some photos from a booth as well. So check out this little slideshow. There it is, such beautiful quilts. And like I said, this was not even, I don't know, probably 5%, I don't know, less than that. So much to see. I saw some questions that I would love to answer. So QuiltCon is put on by the Modern Quilt Guild. So the difference, somebody asked, what's the difference between Houston Quilt Festival and this one? International Quilt Festival in Houston is, of course, been around for decades. And so it has both kind of traditional, they're entering a little bit more into modern, but QuiltCon the show is all modern quilts. So the vendors, a little bit smaller vendor mall, but this time around we were on 3 floors, so it was a little bit different, so you didn't really it felt really intimate, so it was different. QuiltCon also changes locations every year, and I kind of love that. We get to see a different city every year, not just always Houston. So last time we vended was in Austin in 2020, right before the pandemic. And then before that, it was in Nashville. Last year it was in Phoenix. And then Atlanta this year. And then it's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina next year. And we will be there.
Are you doing it next year?
Yeah, we will be there.
Oh, okay.
You have some family in North Carolina, so we have to
I know some folks over there.
do double duty. Yes, we have to go visit. So any other questions on QuiltCon? Yeah, lots of pics. I mean, social media was just full of QuiltCon situations going on everywhere. We loved it there. Didn't get to see much of Atlanta, but, you know, we met a lot of people. And the best thing was our little crew, that traveling crew, that our staff members, we got to have some great quality time. Great quality time. We played some games.
I love that there was grits everywhere you go.
Yeah.
In the South.
That was your favorite part about Atlanta. Every single restaurant had enlisted in their sides, there was grits. Yep, it's the little things that make him happy. It's the little things.
Simple.
And they were delicious.
Good.
I like them.
Good grit. I had a grit taco.
Oh, yeah. Shrimp and grits taco.
Mm.
That was a first. They also had a chicken and waffles taco. Did not try that one.
No,
But they had that, and then there was a couple other really unique. It was delicious. It was. Who knew? Shrimp and grits on a taco. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Linda is asking, does the show ever come to the Midwest? Wouldn't you love that crew coming into the shop as a side-ish? I'm not sure because it's always in February, so I think from what I've seen so far, it kind of stays in the southern part of the country. It does go to California, but it probably stays in the southern just because of weather, so you don't have to cancel in the middle of February when the big snowstorms come through, like actually just happened this weekend. So I don't know if that's a strategy of theirs, but it's interesting. I love the fact that they change, and they always pick interesting cities so that folks can really get out and experience something and see something other than just the inside of the convention center. That is, those attendees. We didn't really get to do that much, although we were right by the stadium. We stayed right by the stadium, so a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, they had a big,
interesting things.
half marathon going on too.
Oh, and they had a marathon, on Sunday. So it was action going on at all fronts. All right, so we always have our little tip of the day on Tuesdays. On our Tuesday shows, I have a great tip of the day for you today. So let's check out this tip. This one is about my GEasy ruler stickers. So check this out. In this tip, I want to talk about our GEasy ruler stickers. These are our arrow stickers that are available in three colors, come in a pack, and we have 2 different color packs. So there's blue, pink, and green in the original, or what we call the tropical fiesta palette or tropical palette. And so the fun colors are named after cocktails, of course. And then in our fruity fiesta palette, we have purple, yellow, and red. And why the different colors? And why did I come out with a second set of colors? Well, the reason is I sometimes use a lot of different colors as I'm working on a quilt, because I can have my ruler stickers that have a certain purpose on my ruler. I can keep them there throughout the whole process. So I'm going to show you a little example where I'm working on a Nikki pattern which is going to be released soon. So I have my stickers. My pink stickers are in the place, so I can just easily take my unit, place the ruler exactly based on where the stickers are supposed to be. These are my pink, and that means that's the alignment. And then I have a pink arrow by this slit, so that is where I'm going to make my cut. So as I'm working on these blocks, I don't want to remove the pink ones because I'm doing that throughout the process. But then in the middle of the process of making that block, I have another purpose. So I have my blue arrows down here because I need them to follow this next step in the pattern, and that is aligning and trimming my units. So these are the slits I need to be cutting through for that purpose. So I keep them on my ruler. This way, I'm not going to get confused between the two. This is for a step. That's a particular step. I can even use a Sharpie pen to write on there which step this color is supposed to be for. And I can do this. You will see this in action in the Katrina pattern, where I mark up the cutting mat. And I use 3 colors. I even refer to them in the book because it just makes things a lot easier. So all of those colors of the ruler stickers are very important. Yes, those ruler stickers are game changers, just like the rulers. And don't think they're only for the Stripology rulers. They are for any rulers. You can, like I showed you, put them on a cutting mat. You can put them on paper because they peel off of paper. They're repositionable, leave no residue. And believe me, I've had so many comments and comments on how people are using these outside of the quilting studio and quilt rooms, and it's really awesome and kind of fun. So I'd love to see some questions, but having the different colors, that was done for a reason. because I need to have multiple different colors going on. I just showed you an example where I'm working on a pattern with just using two colors, but once it's time to square up that block, I'll be adding the third colors onto it. So it's always great to have all the colors. So there's 2 packs, 3 colors in each. So we have 6 different colors. 6 different colors. So I would love to hear if you use them, if you have any questions. Oh, Robin says that they can be used in her Bible. There it is. See? Because you can peel it off of paper. Okay, Marjorie said she used her XL Stripology ruler to help make her husband's Mardi Gras shreds. All right. I've seen so many ruler work educators using your ruler stickers. Those stickers are great. Any more colors in the works? I didn't think we needed more colors than 6, do we? Do we need more colors? You know, that's always fun for me to think about. Do we need more colors? I like colors. No, and like I said, somebody said if you do ruler work on long arm, stickers are great. One of my good friends that teaches long arm quilting and free motion quilting uses it all the time, every time. Oh, Julie, that works first, she teaches piano. She uses them on her piano. I love it. And also the organizing stickers. I think it's great. Oh, the quilts. Yes, I forgot to talk about that. The quilt behind me is Nikki, one of our retreat patterns. Nikki is going to be coming out a little bit later this spring as a PDF pattern and a printed pattern, and so is the one behind you, which is Ariel. So this is one of our selections from our retreat. So this is Cool Breeze. The bundle is Cool Breeze. Isn't it cool? Breeze, cool breeze. I love it. I love the bright colors. As you can see, I found a shirt that worked with it because it's, you know, we're all looking for color at this time of year. We're, you know, just wanting some greenery and wanting some, it's not going to happen anytime soon in Minnesota, but we can wear it and make quilts with color. All right, let's move on. If you don't have any more questions on the ruler stickers, let's move on to our GEasy class packs, volume 1. We have our last day tomorrow. It will, you know, officially be the finale tomorrow with our Zoom day, our last day of the course. We worked on Katrina in January and then Zoe in February, and believe me, the quilts that are being born are amazing. So tomorrow is our Zoom day. We'll be live 5 times. So those of you participating, remember I sent you an email on Sunday or Monday, yesterday. And so it has all the Zoom links for you. So make sure you check your email, check your spam to find all of that. And so we're already thinking, and we'd love in that Zoom day to hear some feedback on the format, although we got a lot of feedback from you during our first Zoom day. But it would be great to hear so we can plan and even improve for our volume 2. So what 2 quilts would you like to see in our volume 2 of the class packs?
Ooh, you opened up the door, huh?
Opening up the door. We're checking you out. So let us know if you have any ideas. Maybe there's a quilt. It could be a single pattern, or it could be in any book. So I love that we have that flexibility to combine different quilts in a class pack. So let us know. Can you put the Zoom info in our account? I will do that tonight. Yes, I can do that tonight. All right. So moving on. Okay, got it.
Coming in.
Wanda, Coral. Wow. Okay. Wanda, actually, we did a quilt along, so there are videos. Athena is really similar technique to Zoe. It's different, but it's similar technique.
Jewel.
Okay. Great. We will take it all into consideration.
Shammy.
All right, so let's talk about Halloween.
Bob and weave.
Oh, bob and weave. Oh, that's a good one, too. All right, let's talk about our quilt cruise. Not the retreat, But our quilt cruise that we announced just like a few weeks ago, end of January, beginning February, and it's for a quilting cruise that I'll be teaching on. I haven't taught on a cruise since pre-pandemic, way pre-pandemic. And so this is for January 2024. Well, it's sold out in just a day or two, and we had a long wait list. So our associate, Dawn, from Quilt On Cruise, who organizes everything and makes everything just perfect, has now talked us into staying. Staying on the same ship to operate another round of classes on another cruise. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
JK.
I wasn't sure, but you said, yeah, let's do it. So he had the final decision. I thought it was a lot to be on a ship, but it really makes sense because we haul so much stuff on board. Obviously, all the machines and everything. So it's really convenient. And so it's the same length of a cruise. And so we'll teach the same. I'll teach the same patterns, 2 patterns, which is Inga and Tara from my newest book. And so there will be kits, so you can choose colorways on the kits and everything. The itinerary is just slightly different. Like I said, same length, same ship. Celebrity, I don't remember the name of the ship. Did I write that anywhere? Equinox. It's an E name. So Celebrity Cruise. And the ports are Antigua, Barbados, St. Lucia, Martinique, and St. Kitts and Nevis. So all places we haven't explored before. So that is all the information on our website, but you need to contact Quilt On Cruise. Oh God, this picture cracks me up every time. Because I had a hard time holding the phone. It was so windy up there. We couldn't have our eyes open.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to have to try and recreate that one. Maybe we do it when the ship is stopped.
Face.
That was great. Okay, so yeah, like I said, if you're interested, everybody that was on the wait list had been contacted to see if they wanted to jump on the second one. So let us know if you have any questions. First and foremost, you want to get on, contact Dawn ASAP. These spots are just flying out. Flying out. All right, so it is March tomorrow. March. Time is flying by, 2 months. And that means we have a lot of March events going on, just in general. So some of you might be excited about March Madness. That's basketball, college, right? Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I always watch a little bit of it. I'm not excited about it.
Yeah, me too. You always kind of get caught up when it's on.
I wait for the finals.
But not my thing. So other might be excited about, there is always in March, Instagram Quilt Fest, IG Quilt Fest. It's on Instagram, so some of you might be excited about that. And then some of you might be looking forward to St. Patrick's Day because we all become Irish for one day a year, right?
Green shake.
Oh, Shamrock Shake?
Shamrock Shake.
All right, some might be excited about that. But one thing we should really be all excited about is that March is National Quilt Month. Yes, it's National Quilt Month. So any excuse you need to get out of stuff to go quilt, you have it. So here's my permission to use this. It is National Quilting Month. So we got to set that as a priority. So that's awesome. But we will be participating in the Instagram Quilt Fest. It's a really kind of a fun, there's a prompt every day, so we'll be posting every day. But I've done it a few years, so this time around, I'm not going to be the only one telling you stuff about me that you probably know at this point. So we decided it would be fun to include all the quilters that work at GE Designs. So there's, not everybody is a quilter there, but quite a few of us are. So we're going to include all the stuff so you get to know a lot of different staff during that month of March. So we will post, if you're not on Instagram, don't worry. If you're on Facebook, we will post it on Facebook too. But it's really cool little prompts each day and fun. So let's check that out. So maybe you're celebrating something else in March, maybe birthdays, whatever else. But I have a wonderful little March special for you because it is not Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. And it is dear to my heart because, of course, the Vikings were part Irish. So I'm sure I have some because if you just look at my freckles, yeah, I probably am part Irish. So I have a little special for you. We made this really cute table runner out of the shamrock fabric. It's the Flight Path runner from our Fast and Furious Club Season 3. So guess what? The pattern, and which comes with the video class, is half price, $7.95 instead of $14.95. So check it out. Look at how cute that is. A really fun pattern. It's quilt as you go, so it goes together fast. It's a great way to feature some novelty prints and fun prints, seasonal prints. And this one turned out beautifully with a black background. I love it. So check it out. That special will run through St. Patrick's Day. So make sure you catch it if you didn't have that pattern already. All right, any questions we have throughout the show that we haven't been addressing? Some birthdays, green beer. I've never had green beer.
Some anniversaries.
I've had green cocktails, plenty of them.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Birthday.
Yes.
Happy green drink day.
Happy green drink day. Yeah, so we will have a new drink on Friday, and it's going to be March. So we have a new theme. We had martinis in February, so we have to wait and see what's next for March. What's the theme? We had highball drinks in January, martinis. What's next? Never know.
What's a grasshopper drink?
Yeah, grasshopper is green. It can be served on a low ball, or there's also a grasshopper martini.
Green wine?
I've never heard that. Unless you just put, you could put full coloring in it, just like you do beer.
Irish whiskey?
There may have to be, because, St. Patrick's Day is on a Friday. So there may have to be a whiskey drink, even though I'm not a whiskey drinker. But if you put a little bit of it in a cocktail, I can make it. All right, so let's check out some of our pre-orders. We added a bunch of great pre-orders to our website. So let's take a look at some of the beautiful pre-orders we have. Now, when you order from our website, any of our pre-orders, you pay in full, and then we ship it as soon as it comes in. But all of our pre-orders, you get $5 off of the full price. As soon as the fabric comes in, we switch it to full price. So you get that little savings. This is Charisma from Northcott. Designer is Nancy Dunlop Kadri. I love the poppies. I have an affinity for poppies. These big red poppies with the, I don't remember what they're called. They're probably, the species is called something. But my grandma used to grow them, and my mom has them in her garden too. And there's just something nostalgic for me about them. I love them. And beautiful colors in that. Another one from Northcott. This is Allure by Deborah Edwards and Melanie Samra. Another one that, their fabrics, you can really mix them. Remember Whale Song, Turtle Bay. It's a similar style. So this is called Allure, and it features peacock feathers and beautiful purples, greens, and teals. So awesome. Then we have Forest Frolic. This is Robin Pickens' new line from Moda. So she is doing a fall line or fall inspired line. You can, of course, this one can kind of go on. I try to pick, my favorite tones in that line were the really rich browns and reds and oranges, and with those beautiful creams. So the bundle, I think, can carry through fall and kind of, you can use it all times of year, but I love the little mushrooms and the big flowers. I don't know, are they zinnias or daisies? I'm not sure, but they're beautiful. anyways, in her style. Then we have awesome flannels coming. This is Lakeside Gatherings, and I built this bundle specifically, leveling it out with lights and darks, so it's really perfect to make some of our big block quilts, like supersized Steamy Windows, supersized Nina, or Phoenix. So this one will be beautiful, and it's, of course, the wonderful lush flannels from Moda. We have a new line from Andover and Juicy Juice. It's called Sleuth. And this line, of course, it's I love it because he's got always unique textures. This is inspired by his love of mysteries and murder mysteries. So there's some of the names of the fabrics are really interesting. There's blood spatter and stuff like that. But I really love the colorway with the different tones of reds, different tones of blue, kind of ombreing into a really light gray. So this will be fun to work with. I can't wait. The EKG looking one, actually, I think that is like, what do they do when they put a test on you and see if you're telling the truth? Lie detector test. Yep. Okay, this is Moda, Three Sisters, very classic. I love this color, very classic blue and white. It's called Cascade, and as you can see, lights and darks, just an ombre from the lightest to the darkest navy. And I love this. This will make beautiful quilts like Athena, very similar to what is in the book. And then next up is an Andover line by Libs Elliott called Rancho Relaxo. I love that name. I don't know where that came from, but very, very graphic, as her designs tend to be. And I love this kind of 80s pastel-y vibe. The grays and blacks with a mint green and like light pink, kind of a peachy pink, and then just specks of beautiful yellow. So I love this. Very, very cool. So these are some of the newly listed pre-orders. So check it out if you want to make sure to secure something that you really love. It's also a great way to kind of budget yourself out. All right. So let us know which one of those is your favorite. What would you really grab onto first? I can't tell you which one for me because, you know, I picked them all. So I would love to have them all. That's the interesting thing. All right, but I have new fabric to show you. And the first 3 bundles, I didn't do a fabric pull because they are specific low volume bundles. So they are basics, I should say kind of light prints. We call them background prints or light prints, low volume. So they have a little bit of a print, not just solids. And it's a line from Moda called Mix It Up. So I brought them just in the bags, and I'll break them out because they are 3 different kinds. So we have, this one is the Mix It Up low volume neutral. So it's neutrals. And then all the design on them are either just a light taupe, a light beige tan. Then we have the same one, Mix It Up low volume color. So it's the same base, an off-white base, but there's color, both red and then blue and black. So kind of red, blue, black, and gray. And then we have the third one. So these are all 9-piece bundles, so 9 half yards. And this one is called Porcelain. So it has a little creaminess color. So not quite cream. I love the name Porcelain because it's that, has a little warmth to it, but it's still very basic. So not too yellow. So let's take a look at the prints. I think, so they're all similar prints. So I don't know if we need to see all of them because it's hardest to see these light ones. And I can kind of lay them out here. And we can compare them. So I think that would be kind of fun. Now these are great just to stock up on. I love to have variety. If you ever do anything with scrappy backgrounds, these are great. So some of them are a little bit busier, others are more calm, but they're all great. They're great scale. So there's also a difference in scale, which is sometimes these lines end up coming all in the same scale, but I love that there's a difference. There's this large one here. Of course, it has a little bit of typography in it, which is one of my faves, of course. Love that. But it has some flowers and stuff on it. So let's look at the one with the red, with the colors. So maybe we try and match up the designs. That's going to be hard. So we have the blue keys, and well, I guess they're not all the same. So then that doesn't make sense. So we have the blues. Here's the black background, a little gray flowers. We have little stars there. Small red florals with the red. I love the little hashtags with a little bit of red. We have little circles, and then the stars with the blue. So this is one bundle, this is one bundle. So we have the Mix It Up Low Volume Neutral, Mix It Up Low Volume Color, and then we have Mix It Up Low Volume Porcelain. So you'll see that we have a little more creaminess to the background shade. Here's that print that I showed you in the neutral. So you'll see it has a little bit of black print on it. So this porcelain will have kind of black, gray, and that taupe-ish tan prints on them. So beautiful fabrics. And like I said, this is something that just would work great in your stash to grab onto if you like anything with scrappy backgrounds. I have two quilts that are in previous books where I specifically did this with low volume lights, and I mixed them all. So let's take a look at Spin Cycle. Is one that is very, very, very busy because the low volume prints I used some of them were Tim Holtz. I shouldn't say very busy, but it's very scrappy. So you'll see the effects of the differences. And then the other one is Hang Glide from the Strip Your Stash book. So the backgrounds really, all the low volume fabrics really give it life, and then you just choose two different sashings for, two different colors for the sashings. So it's a great, like I said, low volume prints. Sometimes they are hard to find, especially if you want variety. If you love Bonnie Hunter's patterns, she always uses a variety, and this is great because you can get them all in the same tone. So if you want to stick to the same tone but have a variety in print, this is the way to go. So I don't know if this was some kind of the week of basics, because the other bundle I'm going to show you, it's kind of basics, but it's black and white. So it is a new line from Ruby Star, which is Moda, a section of Moda, and it's called Achroma. But this is a collaboration line, so we have prints from all the different Ruby Star designers. And so black and white, so we'll start off with this large scale floral. So white print on the black. And I love the variety. We have a little bit of floral, so a little bit more traditional. And then we have the splatter drops or paint drops. I don't know what they call them. We have, and I believe this one is by, the floral is by Melody Miller. And then this one is Alexia Abeg. And then we have, which one is this one? It's not on the selvage, on my little piece, so I can't tell. So little squiggles, and this is a 12-piece line, I believe. And then we have some shapes and a lovely texture, another Alexia's with a lovely texture. And what I love, it's not a pure white. You know, sometimes with black and white prints, the white on the black gets to be so harsh, and the black is also not like a pure black. It's a little bit warmer. So it really gets a lovely effect. We have the paint splatter. So these six blacks or 6 darks, and then we go into the lighter tones. Love this print. So transitioning into the lighter tones, and they are low volumes, of course, again, but again, not pure white. So it is a little bit taupe background. We have that same floral print. And I love that there's not just black, there's gray in here too. So it has more depth. We have the paints splatter. And then this print with the squiggles. And then finally the little small shapes on the light background. So great that they collaborated and included all the designers. And I love the fact that they still stay totally within the same colors. So I did some fabric pulls. There is one tone-on-tone print that comes with. This is the paint drops. So it's this print here, but just a tone-on-tone. So it has that same base, like an off-white base, and then white little specks. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can see it. So it's Achroma drips. And then I pulled 3 more lights that would match the base of this. So the grunge and the winter white is a perfect match, and then also the crisscross texture in the ivory. This one was a part of our color club for linen. And then as far as the blacks, like I said, it's not a pure black, so my darkest one would be the dimples and the charcoal. And then I had the charcoal texture in the blacks that has a little gray in there. And then our new seedling in the licorice, because it has like little gray specks. A lot of our 1-yards were really popular at QuiltCon, and we brought seedlings and they kind of got cleaned out right away. We have, I pulled this one because I thought this one would be awesome for a binding or a sashing. The checks and the black, because they have a little bit of texture which matches this. So this will be really fun to incorporate into a quilt with this. But, you know, this is how you would keep it monochromatic, but I always love to throw in a color whenever I make a quilt out of neutrals like this. So I pulled a bunch of colors just to give you an idea of what could be a great focus fabric. So you could go yellow. I love this deco stitch. This is a new color called Golden Light. It's nice and bright, but still a deep, deep gold. If you wanted it a little more earthy, I love this one too, the sketchbook in the earth color. And this is a ruby star print, so that works perfectly in with it. Black and white and red is always great, but because this is a little bit off-white, I love a deeper hue of red, so a scarlet. This is Floor Elements in the scarlet. Greens, I love a forest green, so this is a Bumbleberries Sarasalka green, one of the new Bumbleberries. You'll see it better here on. So this will make a more toned down version. And if you wanted a pop of teal, I love this one, the Spectrostatic Forever Teal. So it's a new color also for Spectrostatic. It's a nice teal color. Oh, look, it's perfect with my nails. I love it. Purples are always great. Spectrostatic Old Amethyst would make a great pop here. And if you wanted a little pink, I would go a hot pink like Orchid Berry Deco Stitch. And if you wanted to tone it down even more, the seedling and the plum would be a beautiful, very on-trend color to throw in there for a really beautiful, beautiful result. So this is Achroma. And I think I already have a plan for this. Kind of. I have an idea. Let's say that. I have an idea.
Hey, what quilt pattern?
What quilt pattern? Oh, so you might have seen we have made Amelie in a similar colorway where we use just lights and darks and really kind of color block to blocks, putting them together. So you could do that, or you could even do the supersize that we did for the quilt along in a similar way. But either one of those, I mean, any patterns would be great. Believe me, if you ask me what pattern works great, I could, if I were to be thorough and name all the patterns that would work, we'd be talking about 30 or 40 patterns.
Do it.
We're not going to do that.
Do it.
We're not going to do that.
Give us your best 5.
I lost my notes. I always do this. I lose my notes halfway through. Oh, they're down here. I got them. It's too much fabric. Too much fabric. All right. So we wanted to remind you, Colleen is going to be back with another wonderful One Yard Wednesday show tomorrow morning, 9:30. So that's our version of a deal of the week or deal of the day. She is introducing some new 1 yards on a super special price. And she always gives you great ideas how to use it. So check her out, 9:30 Central Time on Facebook and YouTube. And so check that out. There's a special page on our website where you can easily go. If you can't watch live, you can go on and watch the show. It's a quick, short show, but lots of great information. And we are going to finish off with our giveaway question. And we've been talking a lot about March happening, so I thought I would just ask you, what will you celebrate in March, if anything? If you don't really have anything personal to celebrate, maybe it's just National Quilting Month. That's what I'll be celebrating. Are we celebrating something else, Mr. HB?
Whatever you like, dear.
We will be celebrating at our virtual retreat. That's a full 3-day celebration each session. So we have 2 sessions coming up end of the month. We are going to sneak away a little bit for a little getaway next week. Kind of a quick little surprise. You know, we never did any honeymoon, and I don't want to call this a honeymoon. I think we just need to celebrate throughout the whole year and maybe future years. Always have a reason to celebrate. So we're going to sneak away for a little bit, but shows will still be here. So tell us what you will celebrate in March. Our next Tipsy Tuesday will be next week, March 7th at 4 p.m. Central Time. But Happy Friday show will come back. We'll have a full no-bed Wi-Fi this coming Friday, hopefully. The show will be on Friday, March 3rd at 12 p.m. Central Time, and we'll be live from the GE headquarters. Yes. It's shipping retreat boxes time. So we're going back, getting it all ready for you, and it will start shipping next week. So I hope you enjoyed the show with us today. Thank you so much for being a part of it, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.